in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to talk about right now as a topic, ladies and gentlemen, is that men feel, and even some of these women are coming into the enlightenment of it, but we feel that many modern day women are just simply ungrateful, unthankful, unappreciative. So I'm going to go ahead and play some clips of that. I'm going to give you some facts, data, and statistics. I have a story about a particular, he's a white gentleman, and he is a great example of what happens when you are married to a very ungrateful woman. But first, let me put these black women up here first. Let's go ahead and get into it. And all this is my humble opinion, and this is for educational purposes only. Let's get it.
Really don't appreciate shit. And this is why chivalry is dead. This is why men don't want to do shit for us anymore. Because the minute you start to not appreciate, but expect shit, I'm not doing it for you. And I'm a woman and I feel that way. And I know.
And that's how we feel. All of you women expect us to do X, Y, and Z, but you don't want to acknowledge our efforts for doing X, Y, and Z. You feel so entitled. You feel as if that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're meant to do. That all men ain't nothing more than beasts of burden. I'm supposed to do whatever you ask me to do. I ask you, can I jump? And you tell me how high. Stuff like that. But you never think about what it is that you're supposed to do for me. For men in general. You don't care about that. It seems that when a woman gets into a relationship, she feels as if she has plugged herself into an ATM. That she has all of a sudden someone who's going to come in her life and be a man with a cape to save her from the consequences of her own decisions that are giving her hardships in her life right now. Such as multiple baby daddies. Such as a bad attitude. We're not here to fix you, because I hear stuff like a strong man knows how to love a broken woman. That's bullshit. A strong man finds another strong woman to love. It ain't our responsibility to put you back together after Pookie and Nookie and Pookie, Ray Ray and Nook Nook tore you apart. That's your fault. You do the work. You get the therapy. You do the self-reflection. You understand who you are in life. And then you come to a man, not when you're broken, but when you are fully healed, when you are fully whole. Too many of you women get into relationships with men where you are broken, and when you are broken, you cannot be grateful for anything that a good man does for you. You won't be thankful. You feel, well, that's what you're supposed to do because the other man didn't do it for you. And you feel some type of way about what you went through with the other men. That is not fair to any man. So yes, you have to learn how to heal and become grateful for everything that a man does for you. Let's keep going.
I know men that feel that way. I don't have to do anything for you but respect you. I don't have to send you money. I don't have to spend money on you. I don't have to do any of that. That's something I want to do. I really don't appreciate shit. And this is why chivalry is dead.
Exactly. Y'all don't appreciate nothing. Now, I got another one to show you before I show you that white gentleman. 1 second. There it is.
Our sweaters.
I have heard, like, one of the things that guys do tell me is that they feel like, when I ask them, like, what pains them the most, one of the things that they said besides accountability, women showing a lack of accountability, is that by and large, and I didn't know this before, but that men feel like women are, like, inherently ungrateful. That was, like, literally, like, what they said. Like, it was a focus group. I promise you, in that focus group, it took everything in me to not cry. Like, I promise you, I was so heartbroken. It was crazy. I was not expecting that to be the answer.
Now imagine you saying that you heard about it and it kept you had to fight back the tears. You felt heartbroken. How do you think men feel when he gives everything he can to a relationship and then you say, I don't want to be in it no more. I want a divorce because I'm bored. You don't think that breaks our hearts, y'all? Really?
I was not expecting that to be the answer. I thought the answer was going to be like, they don't want to have sex. They don't have, like, all the things that society says. The ungratefulness, yo, you know how painful that is? When you're busting your ass, trying to make somebody feel happy and feel good and so on and so forth, and you feel like they're just ungrateful. I felt so bad because I was like, okay, this is unsolvable. How do I solve this? Like, how do I, the best thing that I could say.
Now, it's amazing how she said, well, I thought they're only going to complain about having sex. That lets you know that women today have no clue about what a man wants. You don't even know what a man is, which is proven by the choices of men that you make. You choose the wrong type of men. You get all these trauma bonds because you don't know what a man is. A man is based on character, not on physical appearance. A man is based on his principles and his values, not on swag and demeanor and charisma. That doesn't make a man. Anyone can be like that, but it takes a real man to have character. So you don't even know what a man of good or great character wants in a woman. You just think all we want, you think we're nothing more than beasts of burden who only desire sex. Do you see how much you belittle a man? Just by, they don't even, it sounds like an animal. That's all you make it seem like we're animals. We have feelings too. I'm gonna play that white gentleman after this clip right here.
I said, is she grateful that her man was there to protect her?
Was I grateful that he was there?
Yes.
Why that word? Honestly.
What's wrong with the word?
This woman said, this man asked her, were you grateful that you had a man to protect you from whatever it was? And this woman said, no. This is what we are dealing with.
Honestly.
What's wrong with the word?
Honestly.
I'll be grateful for my woman. When my woman makes me food or when my woman rubs my back, I'm grateful for everything.
Say I could defend myself.
I'm just saying, were you grateful your man was there? We still can't get
No, I said no.
Me protecting my woman, I'm willing to die. I'm willing to catch a bullet for her. If her man loves her and respect her, he's...
Now, I want y'all, because there's going to be some simp or some crazy person. Now, when he says he's willing to die, he's talking about his wife and his family, okay? You don't put yourself in no position for a girlfriend like that. And you don't go help another woman that you don't know when she's in trouble like that either. When it comes to your own, your family, your legacy, the individuals that have taken on your last name, when they take on your last name, that's a reflection of you and they belong to you. Then yeah, you'll throw your life out there to protect your kids, your wife, your family. That's what he means. Because some of y'all gonna be there, oh, I'll never take a bullet for a woman. And there's still gonna be somebody gonna probably say some shit like that. But I'm talking about family, not no girlfriend, not no side chick, family.
I'm willing to catch a bullet for her. If her man loves her and respect her, he's willing to go beyond handcuffs to protect her.
He would.
And that's the point I want you to get. I think y'all going past it. You keep comparing what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, I believe my woman will be willing to do the same. But and that makes me grateful for her.
It's deep stuff that you don't want to hear. Now, let me get to that tragic story with that white gentleman, man. And it's something sad, boy. It's sad. So get ready. So we about to get real. And the facts and data statistics is going to be coming right off of his clip.
Shocker, because I just wanted to hear her voice and tell her that.
Excuse me?
It was a shocker because I just wanted to hear her voice and tell her that, hey, you know, we got into this firefight and how's everybody doing? I didn't even get the opportunity to tell her what happened. She's just like, you know what? I'm just tired of your shit. I'm divorcing you. And she hung up on me. And I'm like on the satellite phone, like.
Now, keep in mind now, this is a soldier. Now, I am an Afghanistan vet myself. Now, this man called his wife after a firefight. If y'all don't know what that is, that means he was in the middle getting shot at and shooting at people, shooting at the enemy, and the enemy was shooting at him. He could have lost his life. All kinds of things go in your mind when you're going to war. I don't care what nobody say. Even I was worried when I had to go off to Afghanistan because you don't know if you're coming back. You don't know what the future is going to hold when you go on deployment. You don't know what's going to happen. This man had a wife. He survived the firefight. Called his wife. He's separated. That means that he probably in another country. He might be in Afghanistan while she's in America, you know, stuff like that. He's apparently still in love with her. He called her and she said, I'm tired of your shit. I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna tell you something. I've seen that more times than I would like to have seen in my lifetime in the military. These men, sometimes they have no game, and I'm not talking bad about them, but sometimes these are just gullible, good men who really want a wife and children, and they get with a woman who looks good and she has ulterior motives. She has bad agendas, and she's just trying to get checks and stuff out here, become a dependent, divorce him and take money and shit like that. That does happen in the military. It does. And she just leaves you. She don't care about you risking your life that you could possibly have died. So if you would have died, she wouldn't have cared. That's what that means. Hey, babe, I just came back from getting shot at by the enemy. I survived it. I just want to hear your voice. I'm sick of your shit. Get out. I'm done. That's what she has no love. That's a cruel woman. Let's keep going.
Fuck. We got back to Arif John. Back then, they had fucking signs everywhere. 3-minute showers, conserve water. I didn't give a shit. I took a 20-minute shower, cold shower. I put on a new uniform. I had the photo of my wife and my kids and my stepdaughters on my wall locker. I took it off the wall locker and I went down to the chaplain's office. I give him the picture and go, I think I just lost my family. And then I just started breaking down. I lost it. And then I caught myself. I'm like, fuck, hell no, shut up, drink water, change your socks. You know what? I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to waste your time. And I left. Sergeant Mathis, he was going to the same thing 2 weeks prior. He's like, go to JAG, get your revocation of power of attorney, because it takes 10 days from mail from Iraq to get to the States. By the time the bank got it, she had already taken money out of the bank. I think she only left me with $317 in my savings account. When she went back to get that, the bank got the revocation of power of attorney. They told her no. She had already taken everything out of the house. She wasn't paying the mortgage for 3 months. By the time I got home, it was...
Now keep in mind, she had already took out all his savings, all his money, everything in the account. And that wasn't enough. She went back for the remaining $316. She was trying to wipe this man completely clean before he came back from Iraq.
At the revocation of power of attorney, they told her no. She had already taken everything out of the house. She wasn't paying the mortgage for 3 months. By the time I got home, it was 2008. The market crashed. I was upside down 75,000. I had dead grass. All my grass in the backyard, front yard was gone. She only left me the sofa and the recliner and all my clothes hanging in my closet, and that was it.
Now, this happens more than I would, like I say, would like to admit. I've seen these things happen in the military. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. If you're a young man and you got one of them, you join a service where you have to be deployed, don't get married. Don't get married. I've seen so many military wives, as soon as we go out and as soon as the ships leave or whatever, or in his case, they go to war, go wherever they're gonna be deployed at, them wives be in the club just throwing that pussy. I'm telling you the truth. Be sleeping with, they can't wait for you to go on deployment. Some of them wives, a lot of them, because they are financially secure. They think they got you. Think about it. Imagine if you are a whore and you got a man who has a job that causes him to be gone for months at a time, and inside you a whore. You like to sleep around. You know you are no good for nothing, cheating, musty back heifer. And then you got this man, this simp. All you're doing most time is waiting for him to leave. You already talking to other men. You might get some sex in between, but you talking to other men. You just waiting for him to go on deployment, because we do go on deployment. And when he goes on deployment for 2 or 3 weeks or 2 or 3 months, you hit up all the men you already been talking to, and you sleep with all those men. Have a good old time until he come back. That happens a lot. I'm warning y'all now, if y'all young men, you going to get in the military service, man, I want you to be fully aware of that. Fully aware of that, man. All right, I'm put some of these facts there and statistics about the military to prove my point a little bit further. Okay. What percentage of military marriages end in divorce? It says, with divorce rates being so high, it's not surprising to hear military divorce rates are high. It's estimated the military divorce rate is around 3%. While that number doesn't seem high, it is a higher divorce rate than any other job. It's higher than any other profession. The military have the most divorce. How common is cheating during deployment? All right. Nearly 30% of airmen experienced infidelity, either emotional or physical, committed by the service member, their spouse, or both partners prior to being deployed. Additionally, 30% of airmen experienced either emotional or physical infidelity during or since their deployment. What percentage of military marriages have infidelity? Back in 2019, it says there were 2,659 cases of adultery reported across all branches of the U.S. military. An estimated 70% of military marriages involve at least one infidelity. 70%, y'all. If I can read this, it's kind of low. In 2014, in 2014, the U.S. Air Force reported 69 court-martials and 191 non-judicial punishment cases related to adultery. Because yes, you may not know this, according to the UCM MJ, if I remember what it's called, adultery is a crime. And you can lose your rank. You can get kicked out the military if you're caught in the act of adultery, okay? Now, in 2010, 71% of military professionals consider adultery as a valid basis for dismissal from the service. In 2009, a survey revealed that 38% of military members attributed the end of their marriage to infidelity that occurred during deployment when they out fighting for your rights to live as an American, risking their lives, about to lose their lives, taking lives for you to be here so you can complain and gripe about how bad a man is. You're out there cheating. Now, adultery can still lead to various penalties in the military, including loss of pay and benefits, confinement, or even a dishonorable discharge. The U.S. Military Academy at West Point reported at least 30 cases of adultery among cadets and staff from 2011 to 2014. Oh, yeah. The drill instructor, yeah, it be getting it in. Now, highlights the most important adultery in military statistics. In 2002, hold on. Hold on a second, y'all. There we go. In 2002, a study, 56% of military personnel admitted to having committed adultery compared to 27% of civilians. There's more people in the military cheating than people that are not in the military. At 2013, Rand Corp survey found that the military divorce rate was highest among those who had been deployed, 4.8%, than those who had not been, at 4%. In 2019, there were 2,659 cases of adultery reported across all branches of the U.S. military. An estimated amount, I think it's covering the same thing, but an estimated 70% of military marriages involve at least one infidelity. In 2013, the Marine Corps recorded 101 cases of adultery with 61 court-martials and 47 non-judicial punishments. In 2014, the U.S. Air Force reported 69 court-martials and 191 non-judicial punishment for cases relating in adultery. In 2010, 71% of military professionals considered adultery as a valid basis for dismissal from the service. A lot of y'all didn't know that. Let me tell you something else. There's a lot of gangs in the military too. I'm talking Blood, Crips, Folk, Latin Kings. They don't tell you that when you join, but it's true. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Y'all be safe out there, you hear? And let me know what you think about this in the comments. Appreciate it.